why would you hand me over to another man just because you want to save your life? That was my thinking actually. What would you do if your life depended on a lie? Hey everyone, welcome back. I recently studied Genesis 12 and I wanted to share my insights with you all. As we dive into this study or this passage, I would encourage you all to stay glued on the screen as I'll be sharing the scripture with you all and I'll be interpreting it. So you read the scripture and take my interpretation. So follow along with the scriptures on the screen. Thank you. Now we'll be starting from Genesis 12 from verse 11. Look at the last part in Genesis 12:11. Abraham told his wife, "You are a very beautiful woman." Now, take a look at verse 12. Because he knew his wife's beauty was worth killing for. Verse 13. No one turns a blind eye on a beautiful woman. Verse 14. She wasn't just beautiful, she was fair. Verse 15, it's obviously not beauty in the eyes of the beholder, but it is a general beauty, a beauty that everyone could see. Verse 16, even the Pharaoh admitted and gifted Abraham a lot, just as predicted. And verse 17, despite Abraham lied, God still came true for him. Let's get started. Let me break this down. To be honest, I initially felt Abraham was not manly enough. He did not hesitate to give his woman, his wife Sarah, to another man to save his own life. And it's interesting to know that Isaac did the same thing later on, pattern. And you might wonder, why would Pharaoh kill Abraham just to get his wife Sarah? Well, let's take a look at a similar situation. David, a man after God's heart, God's own heart, killed Uriah to get his wife Bathsheba. This shows that even great leaders can make grave mistakes. Sarah knew her husband's life was at stake and she agreed to his plan without even arguing. Why would you hand me over to another man just because you want to save your life? That was my thinking actually. Just because you don't want to die. You have no money enough. But Sarah agreed to it without arguing because she knew her husband's life was at stake. What a great woman, indeed. It's possible she felt that was the only way to protect her husband, a man. Despite Abraham's flaws, God loved him deeply and called him a friend. God even repented after speaking with Abraham. This shows that when God has a special interest in someone, there is nothing that can change God's mind towards that person. Not even my judgment, not even my thoughts, nothing. And I felt God also has a special plan for Sarah because if we go through Genesis chapter 17, verse 19, God told Abraham that his seed would come out from Sarah and not Ishmael. Let not be quick to judge or blame others. Instead, let's just try to understand their perspective. Love is about sacrifice and it's necessary to play safe so we can be alive. And again, I felt God really had interest in Sarah being with Abraham. If not, the king of Egypt would have just got married to her. Abraham moves on with his life, gets married to someone else, and life continues. But no, God had interest with Sarah being with Abraham so as to shake the world. He told Sarah in chapter 17, you be a mother of all nations. He told Abraham to you be a father of all nations. So they are national people. They are people that carry nations. So alignment. Thanks for watching. I'm Josephine Abolade and I'm glad you joined me today. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so when new videos are released, you'll be the first to get notified. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.